5 people confirmed dead in this case, and it's believed that that plane started here at Santa Monica Airport, traveled to Catalina Island yesterday, and then around 8 o'clock last night, as that plane was leaving Catalina Island Airport, that plane crashed. Now, this morning, the FAA put out a statement saying they are investigating, as well as the NTSB. The aircraft was a twin-engine Beechcraft 95, and this is file footage of Catalina Island and the airport. For context, this privately owned airport is on a mountaintop at the center of the island. It has a single 3,000-foot-long runway. Deputies in LA County Fire found the wreckage of a plane a mile west of the airport where 5 adults were pronounced dead. A challenge for investigators has been the rough, steep terrain. Last night after 8 p.m., the Avalon Sheriff's Station got a 911 SOS emergency notification from a device saying its user may have been in a collision with injuries. It gave GPS coordinates.
Whether it's like a smartwatch, a smartphone, sometimes vehicles have it built in inside when it gets into a collision or an accident that it'll be activated. So I'm not sure exactly which one of those it was, but it was activated by someone or the plane itself during the crash.
Now, it is still very early in the investigation. The next step in this process is to identify the bodies of those victims who lost their lives on board. Reporting live in Santa Monica, Irene Cruz, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Irene, thank you. And stay with Eyewitness News as we learn more about those on board this plane that crashed on Catalina Island. The unique terrain at that airport may have played a role in the crash, so we'll talk to Scott Reif, who knows that airport very well. His report coming up at 11:30.
The man accused of killing 4 Pepperdine students in a crash along PCH is back in court this morning. Frazier Michael Baum was in court in August for his preliminary hearing on murder and vehicular manslaughter charges. It appears that today will be a continuation of that hearing. Baum is accused of speeding down PCH last October and slamming into several parked cars. Those cars struck and killed the 4 students.
And more breaking news. Officials are warning time is running out to seek shelter before Hurricane Milton makes landfall tonight with winds in excess of 100 miles an hour. The Sunshine Bridge connecting Tampa to St. Pete has been closed this morning because of the high winds in the area.
The National Weather Service says there are several tornado watches in place, and the hurricane has already spawned a tornado outside of Miami. Another was just seen 12 miles away from Fort Myers, making this situation even more dangerous. ABC's Rena Roy is live in Tampa with the latest. Rena.
Yeah, Philip and Giovanna, well, I can tell you that we are already starting to feel the outer bands of Milton here. You can see that the wind is picking up, the rain is picking up, and we have been seeing that consistently hour by hour. As you said, officials are telling people who have not yet evacuated that time is running out.
As Hurricane Milton closes in on Florida, emergency crews across the state are preparing for this monster hurricane. And they're reminding people, if you do not evacuate, you're on your own during the storm. They will not be able to reach you.
You still have time to evacuate.
Milton has the potential to be one of the most destructive hurricanes on record for west central Florida. A historic storm surge of 8 to 12 feet possible for the Tampa Bay and Fort Myers areas. An even bigger storm surge of 10 to 15 feet is expected in Sarasota and further south. FEMA's administrator says they have resources in place to help afterwards, but warns anyone near the water is in extreme danger.
This storm is going to be like nothing they have seen before. You need to move away from the water. The water is what kills people, and nobody has to die.
Authorities going around neighborhoods warning residents to leave.
Sarasota County has issued an evacuation.
The Florida Aquarium also preparing moving its African penguins from their usual home on the first floor to higher ground to keep them safe from any potential storm surge.
They moved up to the second floor, well above any type of tidal surge.
Hurricane hunters in the thick of Milton, showing extreme turbulence jolting the plane as they track the storm's every move. On the ground, people fortifying their homes. One homeowner even using heavy-duty straps to tie down his home. Some Floridians riding out the storm.
I feel pretty comfortable where I'm at. I got plenty of food and supplies, so I'm just going to stick it out.
And we are in the heart of downtown here, and it has been deserted pretty much all day. It seems that people are really listening to those warnings from officials. Philip, Giovanna.
All right, Rena Roy live for us from Tampa. Thank you for that. And right now we want to check in with Brianna about, more on Milton.
Yeah, we can show you now on the radar as it gets a little closer exactly what we're seeing over here in Florida. Just to show you on the map on our live Mega Doppler 7000 HD, some of that very heavy rainfall, of course, already beginning for areas now of the northwestern part of the Gulf here of Florida, and then all the way extending through most of the state now, where we are getting quite a bit of rain. We've had plenty of tornadoes that have already been rolling through areas of Florida. And again, this is all expected to just pick up as we get closer to tonight. So we're still expecting landfall to be somewhere around midnight in the overnight hours, so either very late tonight or very early tomorrow morning. And there's still some discrepancy, of course, as to exactly where it's going to make landfall, either as a Cat 3 or Cat 4 hurricane. So this is what we're seeing. And then it's going to track across Florida still as a hurricane until it finally exits off the eastern part of Florida as we head into the rest of your Thursday there, and then it continues to exit out through the Atlantic. But it's expected to remain a hurricane, especially as it moves over the state as well. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this, especially as we get closer to tonight and those overnight hours. Philip, Jovan, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. We want to take a moment now to tell you about a graphic political ad you might have seen airing here on ABC 7. The ad is for anti-abortion rights advocate and presidential candidate Randall Terry. It features graphic images of aborted fetuses. By law, KABC TV must air the ad. According to the FCC, broadcast stations are, quote, prohibited from censoring or rejecting political ads that are paid for and sponsored by legally qualified candidates, end quote. Terry will be on the ballot in at least 12 states, so that has met the criteria to be considered a legally qualified candidate. He is not on the ballot in California.
As we continue here at 11 a.m., a woman is killed in the Antelope Valley after someone threw a rock through her windshield. Now authorities need help tracking that person down, and we're told this isn't the first time this has happened.
But first, a driver has been